Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today is the first day of Metagame Challenge, or second day, depending when you're catching this, but it's the first day we're playing Metagame Challenge. It's a standard, it's a new set just dropped. A lot of space to kind of brew in the new set. And this is a list that we're going to start off with. The original idea came from MTGO, someone got 5-0 in it. If you're looking for deck lists, both MTGO, I did a bunch of deck lists from the community as well. There's links on my YouTube channel, but we're doing this live. We're going to play this live. It's a Gruul All is One deck. So it's built around the enchantment, all will be one. So this was a card from Brothers War. Basically, whenever one or more permanents on a permanent or a player, it deals that much damage to whatever you want. Like opponent, planeswalker, or a creature an opponent controls, not battles. So it hasn't been revised to kind of deal with that. But the thing that made this card better is we have the battles now. So the battles come in with defense counters. So Invasion of Zendikar comes in, finds us 2 lands, but also deals 3 damage now. Invasion of Urgamon gives us a treasure token, helps us loot, and deals 5. I made some changes to the list. So I played a couple Invasions of Tarkir, similar idea, gives me some more interaction for early aggro. The original list was on 3 Light Up the Nights, but I personally don't like this card. I think it's a little slow. I went up some copies of Bankbuster, so now your 2-mana card that draws you a bunch of cards and makes you treasures and all that also deals 3 damage when it enters the battlefield potentially. And the way we kind of hit it off is with Storm the Festival. Ideally, we want to find an all that will be one. And then any of our other battles, stuff like that. We have Sagas in Elder Dragon War. For Sweeper, Brotherhood's End in the main. Topiary Stomper helps us ramp. Core helps us find basics. Basic Mountains also could just be used as removal. +2 with all that was one is basically shock every time, plus getting new utility. And then we're playing Chandra's Hope's Beacon, the new Chandra. And what's really cool is with its static ability, Chandra lets us copy Storm the Festival. So we get 2 hits off Storm the Festival, can help us ramp, and then provides us some card advantage, and then just a big burn spell on its own. Mana base, you'll notice, is slightly shifted to more basics because we have Invasion of Zendikar plus Koth, playing the tri-lands over some of like the pain lands, in part because these count as mountains that work with Koth's ultimate, and then Blast Zone, when we put counters on it, we can then ping our opponent. I reworked the sideboard because I really didn't like it. But we got some License Hearse. There's a lot of like red-black Atraxa, Reanimator style decks, the odd mono blue, whatever it may be. Some Brotherhood's Ends as sweepers. Nahiri's Warcrafting as a 5 damage burn spell. That also could provide us some card advantage. Burn down the house for a bigger sweeper. But with Chandra, we can double up the counters with Chandra as well, which is kind of cool. Or sorry, double up the creatures. Lithomantic Barrage is the new kind of Fry Rending Volley style effect that's a blue-white hate card. Cankerbloom for artifact or enchantment, but Cankerbloom can also be used as Proliferate in our deck to give us some value. And then post-board, if our opponent's bringing in more control cards, they're going to bring in their Lorens, their Invoke Despairs, their Cankerblooms, whatever, their anti-artifact enchantment hate. Then we bring in our Thruns. Can't be targeted, just hard to kill creature. And then we're playing some Dino. We're playing the Toxic Dino. This combination, I'm unsure of. I might want to also try... I don't know if it's good, but I wanted to maybe try Urbrask's Forge, because it puts a counter every turn, but then it just makes big bodies and stuff like that. It seemed cool, because you can hit it off of the thing. But we're going to give this a shot. We'll see how it plays out. We got a couple different decks. There's also like this mono red burn deck going around that's like super budget friendly that I want to give a shot. So I got at least 5 goes of the challenge. So we'll give it a shot, see how it plays out. So how this works is we get as many wins before we hit a loss, and then we can win packs as well. We are locked in. Gruul is in. Let's see how it goes. We covered a bunch of different deck ideas. This is kind of our first real, lots of folks trying out stuff that is new. So we'll see how this goes. I'm a little worried about hyper aggro, but we'll see. We'll keep. This hand looks great. This hand lets me go Invasion, into Zendikar, into all that will be one. How's everybody in chat doing today? We do have, if you see in the bottom, so Grixis most likely, think I'm gonna get rid of Elder Dragon War here. We are trying to hit 10,000 subs on the channel for YouTube. Do I want to play into Make Disappear? Probably not. If they didn't have the blue mana, I would try it, but... two options. I can cycle. I think we just cycle here. It's probably the best. Could put a charge counter, but 2 mana is not really that great. Elder Dragon War is nice. So that's red, so let's just deal 2 here. Oh hey Holobolo, Furnace Rains. Yeah, I think I copied your list. Furnace Rains is the new steel card, right? Okay, so there attracts a Reanimator. So we could potentially beat them. Don't think we have time for the Bank Buster. Okay, we got Chandra. So I could Chandra this turn, kill this, which could potentially take them off mana. I could deal 5 to the Urgon. I could storm the... But I think I want to get the double counter going.
I will burn Phyrexian to ash.
We'll just get this. It might have been right to go face, just try to kill them. I'm a bit scared of this Atraxa. So this is just the Rakdos Reanimator. I have the Hearses in the sideboard, which would help. Yeah, I was actually considering that, Holo, because I was worried about this exact deck. Because, like, now we gotta deal with this Atraxa. I'm just hoping this Storm the Festival pops off. Classic draw 5. Okay, so we hit the land. So green, green. So we get to pop off Storm. So I can go face. I think I have to try at the very least to kill this Atraxa. Yeah, so at the very least this works. And then with the Tarkir, I can flip Tarkir. Okay, so that doesn't go battle. I could hit this. But I think we're just going face here. This hits you. Okay, so we're kind of popping off. Deal 2 here. Okay, we're doing the thing. That was a turn. That was a turn. Next turn I have 3 damage. I also have this I can hard cast. Boom! Alright, so definitely hearse. Definitely need the hearses. Canker Bloom sounds decent. They're probably going to bring in like... So I don't love Koth here. So probably... Like I could bring in the big dumb stuff. I like the Bank Buster. Light Up the Night seems bad. I don't think... Like, do we want to be... Okay, so Dragon War doesn't seem great. Maybe... The invasions also don't seem like they do a whole bunch. It gives me a play on 2. Like, I could just play Gruul kind of chunky mid-range, like top-end stuff. Brotherhoods, they're likely going to have Graveyard Trespassers, stuff like that. Topiary Stomper's fine, because it does help me hit line drops. So maybe trim that. Maybe we don't want Canker Bloom. Could play the Koth. I think I want the Sweeper more. Like, do we think we want... I want to see how they board. This might be good. You know what? Let's split the difference. Alright, let's go. Like, when this deck goes off, it goes off hard. Probably see, like, duresses and stuff out of them. I think this hand's fine. I was hoping for another green because of Topiary, because now I have to kind of... I have to decide what I want to do here. I can get Bankbuster going. Hope to hit a green. But I think just getting ahead on mana is the proper call here. And going Topiary Stomper. You usually want to get your forest first. Hey Isaac, how's it going? Shelly? Interesting, no attack that turn. Forest. Go Ziatora here. If I have to, I have Chandra that I can blow up like a battle, blow up Sheoldred, get some value there. Joke's on you, no creatures! Oh, it hits Planeswalkers too. Ew. That's not cool. Okay, so... I think what we do... We do this. Because now I can do this.
Time to light up the darkness.
3. I know they can get it back, but I still think it's reasonable. I think I want to hold the Bank Buster for next turn because they can search up like an Abrade, for example. Yeah, we'll just pass the turn here. Sorry, this coffee's like... I made a cappuccino and it's all getting stuck in my beard. We got a lot of mana going. We need one of our payoffs. Storm would be great. This also lets me protect my Chandra if they have a creature here. This was post-combat.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Chandra dealt damage, I think. Because I attacked first to get the damage on the Shieldred. Okay, so what did we mill? Double Storm.
No turning back now.
Seems good. I don't really care about Chandra here. Ew. Okay, so if that's the case... I think here I will hit the Chandra.
I'll be back with friends.
Doesn't really matter. So I did this here. So they can get back Shieldred. They can get back... Yeah, it's just... I didn't want to like throw away my Chandra for nothing there. I also have this from the graveyard for next turn. Try to find some more battles. They are a blue mana off from hard casting Atraxa. So they can crew up their Bank Buster and try to trade with the Chandra. I'm fine with doing that. Brotherhood's End. Sure. Chandra's gone.
He is in your hands now.
Yeah, like just incidentally, like being able to 5-shot your opponent seems really good. So I do need to take Shelly off the battlefield. First will be good later. Okay, we're getting all the lands out of our library. I think we want to do this just in case they have a way to loot now. This does play me pretty far into if they have another Brotherhood's End to hit both my Bank Busters. But then I do have an active Thrun. Like at this point, I still have 11 lands in library, but we got a lot of gas. Like any invasion, like, ew, not cool. Not cool. See reflection. So I'm gonna eat probably just do that. They could have Graveyard Trespasser as well. Might be forced to draw for the turn. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Watch this. Deal a damage. We get the value here. So they're going to crew here. So I think we're just going face here. They could trade. My guess is they're going to get Brotherhood's End off this search and then hit artifacts. So I'm going to hold the draw till then. Yeah, they can either get a Braid or they showed Brotherhood's End that they kept in. Yeah, we've hit like all our mana. We just need our payoff cards now. I think if we do go to game 3, then I want to put the Koths back in. I think I need the recurring Planeswalker damage. Also, it's another answer to Sheoldred. Take 3. I can also just put counters on this and then ping my opponent to death. Because they trade the Bankbuster with a draw still on it. Okay, so they're looting. Be awesome if this could hit battles. Okay, so they can hard cast next turn. So I'm doing this. So they could cast the Atraxa, but now at least I have a board presence. Okay, so you see Atraxa. Gonna wait, because yeah, they hit Duress. They did hit Liliana, they hit another Cruelty. So I could put 7 counters, potentially. We'll see. Okay, so let's draw a card. Second, all that'll be 1. Sheoldred, Blood Tithe. Sick. So that should be game. Five, 10. Blast Zone lethal. Have you ever killed someone with Blast Zone? This deck's so sweet. This deck is so sweet. Hey Badger, no worries. I made a mistake already once. So it's weird. They came from the same set, but Atraxa can target battles and this can't. Jeez, that game went long. Alright, 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. Play first. No ramp, but I think we keep. Bankbuster seems good. We also have the invasion if needed. Want to hit my line drops, so we're just going to draw. Okay, mono white mid range. So we have Ziatora. Do I care about? Probably not. Just keep hitting our line drops, because I can get this going sooner. We do have to be mindful. They could have ossification. Post board, I'll get sweepers in this matchup, plus the Lithomantic Barrage. Okay, so we got Zendikars. Let's get some lines out of our deck. So we want to try to hit Chandra here. I have my 1-of here, so if we hit Chandra, I might be able to just fireball my opponent out of the game. Okay, so we did hit Koth. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. So I'm going to use the treasure here. No, we would have hit Chandra. Oh my god. Oh! Okay, so we hit both all that ones. But if they have Farewell, then we're in a bad spot. But if they have Farewell, they got to get rid of their enchantments. Okay. We're going for max damage. The problem is you want a number of basics. So without the, then you don't get to take advantage of Awaken. And I think at the point, just coming in, like we saw that last game, the Blast Zone, I just incidentally dealt damage to them. Okay, so they could blink that. Can crew here. They could have laydown arms here, but... Yep. Okay, so I probably got to get rid of the Eternal Wander. Okay, so this deals 5 and 2. Chandra does 10. I can add 2 mana. Koth comes in. Okay, so I could just kill him.
Enough talking. Let's do this.
5. 2, 2.
Fuel up.
My friend! Alright, mono white. The card that says mess up mono white. Let's play that. That seems good. Canker Bloom seems good. Burn Down. Brotherhoods. So I like that. Canker Bloom seems decent. We want the Bank Busters. I think Tarkir could come out in this matchup. Brotherhoods is also decent. I gotta cut 9 cards. Koth probably comes out. Topiary helps me with my ramp. How are we winning post-board? Because they're gonna have the Lorns. So this is good because it can fly, but they'll have like the Wandering Emperor and shit. So Invasion probably comes out like that. Probably cut the Nihiris. Don't need that. So I have Brotherhoods, Elder Dragon, maybe just 2 of these. Like. 3 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards. What do we cut? What do we cut? The games are going to go long, so we want that. How many lands does this play? 27? Probably cut a land. Cut a land. 2 cuts, 2 cuts. Ah! Games are gonna go long. But I'd probably still rather the sweeper, the flyer. Yeah, that's probably the case, but my concern is they're gonna have at least 2 to 3 copies of Lorn post-board. Hardcast blind? Yeah, the Ergamon is probably the weakest. It does deal 5 though, so there's the appeal of that. Where were you last turn? Do I want to sweep here? Or wait a turn? I give him a card draw. So I think what we do is we try to get an all will be one.
I hope you're ready to lose. Show them how we greet our enemies.
The question is now, do we just take the sweeper this turn? Because that flips, they can get that to 4. But this can play into Lauren, which I like. Alternatively, I can do this. That puts me to 6, 7. I have the Bazeju to blow up this if needed. So let's see. So 4, that's 6, 7. So the following turn, I still can't do that. So I think we try to bait out a Lauren here. Because then I have access to the sweeper. If they don't, then I could ramp and then deal 5 to something. Destroy Evil is also a card I guess we have to be mindful of. Yeah, I was worried about this. Because now they have this F4 toughness. Can sweep. I think I have to get the wedding festivities off the battlefield. A little awkward. I probably should have swept that turn. Oh, that's actually kind of good.
Keep watch for intruders.
So we block here. The Seiju here. Blow up that. Warden's kind of annoying.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
Still have much to learn.
So I gotta deal with that. The Destroy Evil's pretty nasty. Because now they can put the counters, still draw cards.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect. We've got the edge in this fight.
So I think I gotta do hands where I don't have this in hand. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay. Little awkward there. Do we want the Ergamon? Is the question. It does help me ramp, so maybe we do keep it. They're gonna have Destroy Evil. This still has utility. So maybe it's Trim the Brotherhood's War, Trim a Topiary Stomper. Do I want Koth? No, I think we just do this. This is like the risk of, like, this is a really good best of one deck, I think. Best of three, especially because you could play more sweepers. We'll keep this. Going early Chandra has value. So if we hit a land, then I'm going to Canker Bloom Crew. Because we didn't hit a land, I want to make sure I hit this next land for this invasion. Because then that opens my Chandra up for me. Okay, Blast Zone's good. I'm actually going to hold Blast Zone for now. Because if I hit all, that's one. Green, green. Okay, so all that's one is good. So I think here it's Chandra.
Time to light up the darkness.
Deal 3, deal 3. It could have been right to plus and just draw a card. The downside is, like, this does open us up if they have Destroy Evil. So maybe... But I want to keep Canker Bloom in case they have Ossification. I chose the farm hand because they can transform this into a lifelinker. Yeah, that was the risk. So we can Chandra then. Maybe we just hold off for more mana. Let's see what they hit off this.
I'll be your shield.
Exile, each player chooses 6 lands they control, destroy all other permanents, activate only as a sorcery. It's got a shield counter on it as well. So I shouldn't have gotten involved. I still think we play the land here. I'm just gonna draw a card here. Storm is great. As is Brotherhood. Eternal Wander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Storm has the highest, like, payoff here. Probably just do this. Want to hit my line drops. So now they have to kind of decide if they're going to play the Eternal Wander or deal with this All That Be one. So we expect that. That's fine. I need to get ahead on mana again. So Invasion's nice. That lets me get some more lands out of my library. So this could set me up for... So I think I'm going to do this. Kind of forces their hand. They could blink it with the Eternal Wander, but it's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can do this if I want. That's 10 mana. So it's 6. That's 12. I'm a little short.
I fight for the entire multiverse. Show them the edge of your blade.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can deal 3. That'll get rid of the Eternal Wander.
I don't fear monsters. Stopping tyrants like you is kind of my thing. Use it wisely.
We'll draw a card. Another Chandra's great. I need to get this off. This is going to be a pain. But we have the ability. I gotta be mindful of time. Even if they have ossification, I can pop it with this. Okay, they're short of mana for Silex. So I want Sylex off the battlefield. So that way I can do my Chandra nonsense. Joao, thank you for the sub. So I can do this, but to be honest, this seems more fun.
You're about to be very sorry.
This lets me have the card draw for next turn. They'll need Farewell. An Eternal Wanderer, I guess, deals with this, but then they're pretty much tapped out. And that lets me do all that B1 with Chandra. Yeah, even Farewell doesn't do a huge amount for them. Like, they eat this in, like, my board, but it eats up their board. And then Chandra just does this nonsense. This deck's cool. Oh no, you got my...
I'll burn even brighter.
What do you hit here with Lorne? Okay, I'll draw a card. Chandra's sick. Like, they're also just dead to blocks, but we're gonna get him good. Mana count 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, so a little bit short. I could just Chandra minus for lethal. Timothy, thank you for the sub. I'm short mana. Otherwise, we would have gone for style points.
Time to light up the darkness.
My friend. I could have all that wand into Blast Zone and had 2 game lethals with Blast Zone. 2-0. 2-0. This deck's really cool. How's everybody doing today? Let's see how we're doing on the YouTube sub goal. If you haven't done so already, we're trying to hit 10,000 subs on YouTube. Well, we're doing a good job of playing first. This hand is not it, though. This hand is... probably just Bank Buster. This hand's try to get out early Storm the Festival. Hopefully we hit a green line so I don't have to use the treasure. We don't. So I actually have to do this, as much as it hurts my heart. Hey Badger, doing well, how about yourself? Okay, no removal spell there is good.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
Don't like Lily there. Can tell you that.
Sacrifices must be made.
So unfortunately we're short of green mana here.
Retake this land from Phyrexia.
Koth can give me some fodder to this Liliana. If we can hit a green source, we're in a really good spot. But we need that green source. I might actually get rid of the blast zone here. Depends what they play out here. We'll probably do this mountain. Okay, so no Atraxa. That's certainly frightening. Okay, so that's my other green source.
Mirrodin is our land.
So we'll just keep doing this. Hey, the band's doing well. How about you? We are 2-0. We are having a ton of fun with this deck, I must say. So I think we bin the mountain here. So in case I hit all, will be one. Which we don't. So we probably want... both of these. It's not great. So I can go for the... So I think I just do the dragon here.
I'll shape the earth itself.
So my thought is... this gives me 2 blockers. We'll see what Liliana does here. I don't think I want to expose my Bankbuster here. If they keep attacking Koth, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, shit.
We have to win this fight.
We needed to hit all that one. We just did it. We are playing this deck here. So Gruul, Battles, all that will be one deck. Ah, double Invoke Despair. Oh, we are just not hitting anything. Not good enough. I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough mountains at the time. I don't think, unless I mistook that. You might have been right. I might have had the mountain count. So this is Rakdos. So they probably are on Fable. They did have a lot of Planeswalkers, so Brotherhood's End has some utility. This Elder Dragon War doesn't do much. Light Up the Night continues to suck. I don't like... I don't think they're on the Atraxa plan. They're on Chandra's. Chandra's a pain. These Tarkirs actually don't do anything, so bring in that. Bring in Burn Down. Because they can't actually kill. So they're going to take out a lot of removal, and that's going to make them worse. The trample there can be decent. Nahiri, Bergamon. I think we go like this. I had 5 mountains? Okay, yeah, then I missed that, Holo. I think we were dead anyways. They had double invoke with Chandra plus the minus from Chandra to deal like a bunch of damage. That Lily did like a number on us. This hand's much better. Well, we don't have a top end payoff yet. We have a lot of ramp here. And I can filter something from my deck if needed. I think we try to find some action here. Play that, get a land. This burn down can also be useful. It was really like, we had a really poor flip off the thing. Yeah, the invasions are really cool. I'm gonna try, like, after this weekend, Dragon Deck and Pioneer and building it in paper. Okay, that's a premium removal spell on a creature that can't block right now. We'll take that. Okay, so I have Koth here. Koth with 2 mountains minus here seems pretty good. Koth could plus. I also have the ability to ramp further ahead. That sets me up for a Shieldred turn. I think I like that.
Lend me your flame!
Thank you, Vans. I appreciate it. As a reminder to folks, all the funds I make from YouTube this month, all month of April, every penny I'm donating to local Toronto food banks to help out the poor. Okay, so they're invoked, so no Intraxa. That's also great if they're discarding an invoke there.
Mirrodin is our land.
So here... let's go get a forest. Let's go Urgamon here. Try to find a payoff. Vans, you're too sweet. Thank you. So they can have a removal, kill Koth, but I think it's fine. We just gotta keep digging at this point. Invoke's really good against our deck. We're just hitting all lands at this point. I need to try to get the loot. We hit too many lands this game. This might be the end of the run, but we are... yeah, if they're just gonna hit nothing but invokes. That's 3 invokes that they've already seen. It's gonna be hard to keep up. Like, we're Storm the Festival off from going well. So we'll do this. So Can get another invasion. I think we cycle first. Hey, finally. We're dead to Chandra. Like, we're dead to so many things here. Just hold this. Triple Invoke's gonna get you. No Chandra, 1 turn. No Invoke Despair, 1 turn. They can get rid of my Storm the Festival. Double removal spell also gets me, unfortunately. They got rid of Koth. Okay, like a sweeper is really good off the top if we can hit. Don't get Storm. You don't care about Storm. Damn it. I'll be one. Like, we just didn't hit anything. I can +2 to kill something, but I'm still just dead. The problem is they have 3 here, and I'm just short. Yep, good game. Our flips weren't there on the second go-around. I think this deck's pretty sweet. Invoke Despair is going to be a problem. Okay, so we got 2 wins. Most of our... Liliana tore us apart that game. Hey, I needed Elish Norn. That was nice. So if we look at the deck... This should come out. This was garbage. We boarded it out every game. We should be on 4 Bankbusters. I don't know if we want the Invasion of Tarkirs, to be honest. The alternative is like another Planeswalker. So we have Arlen comes in at 4, gets a plus, gets some good plus. Yeah, that one was... we had to have had like better flips. Even if we hit just something else that dealt damage that turn, we could have probably stabilized. But we hit all lands after having like 20 lands already in play. There's Luca. Luca doesn't really help us ramp. It can make a 3/3 and it deals damage. I don't think that's necessarily where we want to be. There's Jaya. Jaya gives us card advantage, gives us prowess, gives us tokens to protect. I think it's Jaya that we'd want to be on. So maybe trim a Tarkir. I like the idea, because the other alternative is going Ren. Ren is a nice hit off of the Storm the Festival. It is another thing at 5. It gives us a 7/7. Jaya gives us 1/1s. So it's a little bit heavier. Jaya has more card advantage, I think. Also, and it also is a nice play 2 into 4. Going up. So I think we would go that as the change. Yeah, like... It's seldom you're going to beat 3 invokes. The sideboard... The sideboard. It did... like, our answers just didn't line up. like I said, the only other card I would potentially consider is I think this could be interesting in the list. Like Cankerbloom was good. Like Urbrask's Forge seems good. It does play us further into a Farewell, but it doesn't get hit by Destroy Evil. It does get hit by Lorn, does get hit by the same things in that regard. So it's a little bit interesting as a consideration every turn getting the counters. We do have artifacts and enchantments, so there is a potential that we could play Roadside Reliquary, but we do have a fairly significant mana curve, which does kind of play into it. So I think this is where I leave off on the deck. We did some cool shit. I like the deck. Let me know what you think in the YouTube comments afterwards, but we're going to wrap this particular deck up.